Welcome to Profiles in Caring. Doug Jardine reporting from Monroe, Louisiana, the birthplace of Delta Airlines, which started here in 1927 as a crop dusting organization, much larger now. We come to Monroe this time, however, to introduce you to a fairly new organization, Pilots for Patients. They care for the ill by offering them wings and angels.
Departure frequency 126.9 or 6222.
It's number one, just to help somebody, and that's universal. If you have an opportunity to help somebody and you take advantage of it, you're just naturally going to feel good.
Keith Odom has done this almost 50 times. Notify his company, who is gracious enough to allow him to participate. Ready his plane and fly somewhere, most often from Monroe, Louisiana to Houston, Texas, and either drop off or pick up a patient who, without the pilots volunteering, could never pay for these trips.
22 months, Keith Odom has flown over 40 missions, probably in the neighborhood of 43, 44. I hadn't looked at him in the last week or two for him. One of those kind of guys that actually flies for a firm here in Monroe. They give Keith the opportunity to do these flights with their aircraft. This is what it's all about, helping your neighbors and friends. And in Louisiana, we're all neighbors and friends. Like I said, just separated by a little distance.
It started out on my things to do list years ago, and that's just something that I really enjoy doing. And normally we're in the soup today, but normally I got the best view as far as anybody's office. So, it's a good job. You work for good people, and given the opportunity to do this, and probably do this. We do it a minimum of once a month. We normally fly 2 missions a month.
Sure, we were in the soup on this day, cloudy skies for the entire hour-and-a-half trip to Houston, but that didn't make any difference because we were on a mission to do good. Keith, part of a growing list of pilots who donate their time, fuel, and plane to help patients get to and from what everybody hopes will be life-saving or at the very least life-altering appointments.
We got doctors, attorneys, we've got them from all walks of life, farmers, mayors. So we thought, let's just, instead of covering 7 states, let's just cover, Louisiana and up and down part of Mississippi and Arkansas and western Tennessee. And if we can fill that niche that needs to be filled and help all these people, and it's already shown that what we were doing in Louisiana, we were only flying 70, 80 flights a year, and now we've flown, 451 flights in 22 months. In a nonprofit volunteer pilot organization, when the pilot signs up, he knows that the cost of the aircraft, including the fuel, has to come out of his pocket. Everything. In other words, when he donates the aircraft, he donates his time, his aircraft, and his fuel. But they're giving back because they're flying someone that is in real need of specialized treatment to a specialized treatment facility. You see how fortunate you are to be in such great health and have your health. Where other people, we all have problems, Doug, and don't we all? But you don't have a problem until you have a real critical medical problem, issue that you're facing that could be life-threatening. And we're here to help those people, and it puts it in perspective. That here they are fighting for their life, and we're playing a small part, but I think it's a very important part to help ease the burden. To get them to these facilities, to give them hope, to maybe give them that fighting chance that they couldn't get it here locally.
the 1,000 Pilots for Patients mission with a wonderful patient named Lenice who has breast cancer. We took her to MD Anderson in Houston, and it was my second mission to fly on with Pilots for Patients, first being with a child who went to Texas, but it was an experience. It was, I got to see the process from beginning to end, and we just landed, and so here we are with the celebration, celebrating the 1,000th mission. 3.5 years, and I actually got on the Pilots for Patients team the month that it began in January 2008. So to see it grow, to see it evolve, and to see how many people have become patients, pilots, and patrons, and become involved with this organization has really been incredible.
Today we made a special attempt to try to fly her all in the same day. Not only did we fly her down and waited on her, which most of our pilots don't do that, but we actually turned around and came back with her the same day. So I got credit for 2 missions today, one going down and one coming back. Is here for the community, not only here in North Louisiana that we've been serving, but we have pilots all over the state. We're trying to grow this organization so we can help our friends and neighbors, you know, that are, by the time we get them, are physically, financially, spiritually, emotionally distraught. So we're here to help in their hours of need, to shorten the burden for their diagnosis or treatments. And it seems that it has really been a real need in our community. So we're just here to help. We are needing more pilots. We're needing more sponsors or patrons. If anyone would like to consider helping us, we're legit and actually 501c3 based right here in Monroe, Louisiana. So, hey, your money doesn't go to New York City, it stays right here.
My name is H.M. Butler, and I'm on the board of directors for an organization called Pilots for Patients. And today we're celebrating our 1,000th mission. We're bringing a cancer patient back from Houston. I think it's 2 ladies, one of which is a patient, one's the companion on that airplane. Also will be Miss Louisiana, which is Hope Anderson, which has worked with us as a volunteer to spread the word of what we do. This is my daughter, my granddaughter, Kylie Larkin.
Hi.
She came all the way from California to see this organization work. And I'm delighted to have her with me. I'll have some more later. But we take patients all over the south part of Louisiana and Texas and Mississippi that need special medical care that they can't get in a local facility. And they can't fly for either they have an immune system that doesn't fit with 550 people on an airplane breathing on them, or they don't have the finances to take a car to go there, or they just want some companionship in a quiet, simple way. We fly to Houston in an hour and a half. It's a 6.5-hour drive. It's much easier for them to do that. The president of our organization is Philip Thomas, and he'll be here in a little bit, and he can fill you in a little bit more on what he does. He started this organization almost 4 years ago. He had a mission. The mission was to develop an organization to help the people of Louisiana. And we've done that well. It's based in Monroe, works primarily in Louisiana, but we take patients in Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, anywhere they need to go. We go for a radius of 300 miles. Further than that, we'll try and couple them with someone else. Today you might see 40 or 50 people out here that have been, some of them have been patients, some of them are pilots. We have about 70 pilots in our inventory. Philip himself has flown over 100 missions, and that's tremendous because the average mission on this for pilots is about 20, and he's flown 100. He is one wonderful man, and his wife Sharon, who works with him, is a wonderful lady. They have a paper business in Monroe called Precision Paper, in which they make the income that makes their organization work and enables them to be the president and fly all our patients. So we hope that you understand what we do, and my job has been to go out and sell the 3 P's. We need patience. We don't have patience, we don't have a mission. We need pilots to go fly these patients where they want to go. And we're looking for patrons who are willing to help financially to support some of the work that we do. So it's pilots, patients, and patrons. What we need the most is more pilots. If anybody sees this and know of a pilot that would like to fly a volunteer organization, we'd love to have you. You've got my information on there, on numbers to call. My number happens to be 323-6407. If anybody wants to get in touch with me, I'll get them in touch with you.